フルカウンター。
Alright boys, welcome back to a Grand Cross video. Leaks just happened, which is crazy. I wasn't planning to do this video. Literally just saw Amazing upload it. I'm like, oh, okay, so some leaks came out from, I guess, the Spanish YouTube side or something that's not English. I wasn't going to make a video on it. But then when I went to check Regent's Discord about the beta stuff and all that stuff, right? It never actually came out. He literally, I saw him typing it, so I was like, oh, okay, so he's gonna leak it himself. And I'd rather wait for him to leak it because I didn't know where the other one was coming from. But he's now actually leaked it, which is massive because there's two things I will talk about. And the first one is, well, I guess you can see on screen now, Holy War Esstarossa. Yikes, but also okay, fair enough, right? It's the timeline's adding up. The main reason why is because that means they skipped Demon Chandler. Demon Chandler isn't going to be a festival unit, or at least he won't be for a while, probably until they actually cover up to the new season, which is obviously season 5 or season 4 in Japan. But super annoying. I mean, I get it, right? Demon Chandler, it's like the Enduro Falls. We just got Chandler. Should we be getting Demon Chandler? Maybe it's a bit too soon. At the end of the day, the longer we wait, the better the character's going to be, so I don't mind that too much. Esstarossa hasn't got a character in a while, so Holy War, which does mean we're going to get Arthur for the festival, for the 2-year anniversary, and then, the month afterwards, because we always get from, like, the pattern they've done now, is we get a festival, then we got a Holy War straight afterwards, and it looks like it will be that. And there is a collab leak, and a pattern they do on JP as well, is the fact that they released a collab after a festival banner. They've done it like every single time now, basically, I think, apart from once. So there's a good chance we do get a collab in between these two, which will be very scary if it's something like I don't know, Slime Part 2 or something. But the cool thing to, I guess, go over is the fact that we are going to get 2 new demons. Well, 3 Esstarossa, but a demon, right? We are going to be getting Grey Road, so people want him. Fair enough, I just don't care. But Gopher, that does confirm it. Gopher will be a demon race character. There was some controversy about it being unknown or demon, because in the actual game, Grand Cross did make him unknown, and we didn't know if that was because, well, he was unknown, or if he was a demon. People said, oh, it's because in the story mode, you didn't know he was a demon at this point, but like, that's just stupid, because Goddess Elizabeth was a goddess from day one. Before you knew she was a goddess, it made no sense. Who knows why they did it? But what we do know is the fact that Gopher will be a demon, so that's very, very good. And then something I'm looking forward to the most is this here. So, new unknown race. You have Donnie, Izarath, Ren, Orlando, I didn't say the name, Gani, and then Modgani. Sorry, I can't pronounce their names right. But the interesting thing, I do know the characters because I read it. This is the vampires, but it's weird that he put it on an unknown race. So does that mean vampires will never be a race in the game? Possibly, because, well, there's actually only one vampire in the new season, basically. That's actually like kind of canon. I mean, this is canon, but it was a one-shot. It's not actually in the manga. There are also 2 playable units, probably Gelda, and 1 more from this list of unknown race. So I think, or one of them is the little spirit thing. I can't remember what it was, but I get into that in a second because it's they kind of elaborate a little bit later on. New disasters. So 2 new units we arrive in with a disaster battle. Probably 1 different example, Valenti Mark II. What does this mean? It means it's the special unit, or like a different version of the actual Valentis or Easterns, or something like how we had Awakened Lilia. Now we have Mark II Valenti. So we might get like a Sea Goddess Eastern, for example, right? Where like it's a different weapon, different character, and you have to buy the whole cosmetics, same UR gear, but basically like a festival version of the disaster battles, which is kind of sick. Okay, spoiler alert, because apparently this is something I have to say now, is the story continues with chapter 18, where the story picks up after Arthur's death, so yikes. But then new stories, this is the part I was going on to before. They will also add stories from the manga, and you're probably thinking, well, that's what they're doing, right? It's following the anime. No, because as you see the unknown race thing here, these are all vampires, and it is a one-shot manga where they actually show Escanor before he was revealed in the manga, which is kind of sick. And it's basically Escanor versus the Vampire King. It's actually, you probably seen that manga shot. I put it on screen now so you can see it. You probably didn't even realize it was from this one shot because it's so popular. But this is actually pretty sick. It's the fact they're going to adapt it in Grand Cross. So I got hope for other stuff they may do with other one shots. And possibly even the Fall Knights of the Apocalypse. Because are they going to voice act stuff in here? Because these characters aren't voice actors. So if they do get voice actors for these couple characters, that's going to be quite interesting. Because I still have an opinion that we're going to get the Fall Knights of the Apocalypse, which is the sequel to 7DS, which currently there is no anime. It's literally, the manga's just started, right? It's like chapter 14. So I'm not too sure if we're ever going to get the adaptation of that in Grand Cross, because there's no anime, there's no voice actors. But they may, if they're getting voice actors for these, they might get voice actors for the Fortnite's Apocalypse. Hopefully that made sense there. But I'm looking forward to it. The fact they're going to do this is very, very cool. And possibly, if Grand Cross does end, the fact they are adapting other sources of, I guess, 7DS is actually quite sick. And in skins, in-game new stats appeared with the name Vampire. I still don't know what it means or what it will be implemented. Skins Vampire, I guess, Lord knows what it means. But as you can see, oh, it's a stat. Oh, okay, it's not an actual... Okay, that's weird then, because like, you got look, regeneration, recovery, penetration, patience, HP. This is all the stuff you have on a character. But it has Vampire, so it could be... vampires or like because they're gonna be unknown, right? Because they need to make the unknown race more better. With Rameswar, you can't really complain. And if they have like a special like vampire stat, that could be very sick, because like the archangels have graces, where the vampires could have a vampire stat, and maybe the people that have the vampire under association would get the vampire stuff. I'm not too sure what this could mean, but I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, a lot of leaks is obviously more exciting stuff. So if you were thinking of skipping, you know, I guess ReZero, if you wasn't too sure of the summon, we now have confirmation of, I guess, the stuff. We have Esstarossa, which if you care about him or you want to get the Holy War one, you probably still have time to save anyway, because you have about a month. But if you want to save for that banner, then go ahead for it. I think that kind of just confirms it's 100% guaranteed to skip Zeldris, because Zeldris... you know, it's not the best character, and if you're going to be getting Esstarossa in a month's time, you actually rather just skip that banner and summon for him, and then maybe at a time we may get to be fair, that would be the third thing. So we could have Zeldris and Assault in that banner, but they might not do that. Might be too OP. So yeah, that is it. I'm not too sure what the credits. He does credit another Twitter account, which you can see on screen now. So shout out to him. I'm going through. Oh. Okay, that's kind of cute. I just found this artwork. I like that, actually. I hope they do give that skin to Cusack now. We still have the leaks from before, which you can see above here, which is still some of the fairies, we still have the goddesses, we still have Cusack. So some of them may come beforehand, but it does confirm that Gelda is also unknown. So it looks like we're not going to get a vampire race, but we're going to get some sort of vampire stat buff or something interesting towards the vampire mechanic. And I'm all for it, because I want to run my unknown team. So if I can run like Emilia with the vampires and like the broken, then I'll be pretty gassed for it. But yeah, looking forward to it. A little bit disappointed that they didn't announce or they didn't leak. I mean, obviously it's just leaks, right? They do change every day apparently. Hopefully we still get Demon Chandler, because he's one of my, I want to see him in game. But you know, I hope they don't skip him, because they skipped a lot of characters we saw with obviously the Enduro forms and other previous characters too. And hopefully just don't skip him, because I want him in the game. But yeah, boys, looking forward to it. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and stay tuned for later today where I do 11 video. I was going to do another ReZero, but now I just took most of my time now, so I'd rather just do this. But yeah, thank you for watching, and peace.
とにかくまずこの封じられた魔力を元に戻さんとな。